Hi Think Tankers, Brian, one half of the Think Tank guys here, and I have a really short video but a very powerful and important message to share with you. And that's how our policies can be used to solve long-term care needs. This is a growing concern in America today. It's a growing concern among retirees and those approaching retirement. And if you've ever lived through a long-term care event where care needs of a family member increased and you had to come up with cash in some capacity, you're very aware of some of the statistics I'm about to share, but then also I want to make sure you're aware of how we can use our policy and some of the strategies using insurance to solve that concern. So real quick, and of course if you have any questions about this, just let Eric or I know. A few quick statistics, and this is just important for us to see. I know it'll never happen to us, right? But the fact of the matter is 70% of all individuals over the age of 65 will require some type of long-term care service. Now, there's a spectrum of services, all from just care in the household and custodial care all the way up to full-fledged skilled nursing care. And that range of services, as well as where you live. So where you live and the type level of care will absolutely dictate the cost, anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000 a month all the way up to $8,000 or $10,000 or $11,000 plus. So this video here, this specific short, really sweet video, is for those 55 years of age and older who are concerned about that statistic above, or for those who've experienced the financial challenge that a loved one faced during a care event, and you want to address this in advance. How can you do that? Well, number one, there's your policy can help. There are actually newer policies designed to create income to pay for care, income that you can't outlive. And they even have legacy benefits so that if that policy is not used for long-term care needs, it'll actually be passed on to your heirs. You can use IRA dollars, you can use 401k dollars, you can use outside dollars and cash. There's a lot of different strategies to implement there. And if you have any questions about that, or if this is a significant concern of yours, just make sure you're talking to Eric or I. We can help you with that. But our existing policies, the ones that we've been teaching you how to use in a lot of different ways, they actually also can solve the long-term care need because they offer access to our cash value, of course. And that could be a backup plan, a backup place for cash if we're not using it actively for income and retirement. But they often have chronic and terminal illness riders built right in. There's no cost for these. Actually, there's a little bit of a cost when you do, in fact, exercise them, but there's no cost to have them on there. And almost all, I would have to say all the policies that we help clients establish have these on there. And they're built to access a larger portion of the death benefit to help with care costs, right? So the policy that we're actually using right now to be our own bank, policy we're using right now to leverage into investments, to knock down debt, to be the family banker, this policy that we're going to be using to help with retirement and building a foundation there is also the same policy that we can use to solve some long-term care needs. So more importantly, I just wanted to make sure you knew that this was yet another way you can put your policy to work. So there's another episode of our 52 Ways to Put Your Policy to Work project. Any questions, ask Eric or I. Stay prosperous. See you next week.